welcome to episode 6 of the Hartech series now. Before we get into this video, a quick correction from episode 5. Someone did point out in the comments on the last video, there's a couple of things that I got a little bit wrong. And I've since spoken with Hartech as well since that video went out, and they pointed out the same thing. So basically, I mean, you guys watching probably already know what I'm going to say. I said in the last video that after the break-in period, my car won't have a puff of blue smoke at startup, and it won't drink any oil anymore either. Both of those things aren't true. I mean, it's a flat 6 still. Hartech haven't magically changed the configuration, so of course there's still going to be oil there at startup, and yeah, that's where that kind of puff of blue smoke comes from, so that doesn't really change. And the oil consumption thing as well, obviously it will still burn a little bit of oil through the natural combustion process as well. I think I got a bit confused with that one because obviously when I picked the car up, I was given sort of 2 litres of oil that were the kind of specific oil they use for braking, for that 2 to 3,000 mile period. And in my brain I just thought, oh well, I won't need that after the engine's broken in, and that's true, but it will still drink oil, just a different type of oil. But with that corrected, time to get on with this video now. This one is mainly about the Numeric shifter and cables upgrade that you can get for these cars, but also I kind of, this was shot on the Sunday after I collected the car. I collected the car on a Friday, so I'm still banging on about the engine as well for a little bit of it. But what I don't cover in the video is the actual installation of the shifter and cables, because again, there's plenty of videos out there that show you that show you the process really well, basically, and all the pitfalls and things like that. I just did it outside in a parking space. I got the rear of the car jacked up on axle stands, took the rear under tray off, and basically I can tell you on a C2 it's really easy. It's ridiculously easy. I think it's one of those occasions where you're dealing with an aftermarket product, but it's of such high quality that they claim everything just bolts in, it goes straight in, and it actually does. Once you've got that under tray down, you can basically get both hands on those shift cables from the gearbox all the way up to the grommet where it actually goes into the car. So you've got full access, you can see everything. Yeah, and inside the car, obviously take out the center console, unbolt the handbrake and get that out of the way, and then you've got full access to the other half of the shift cables. So again, super easy. Disconnect them from the shifter, push everything out from inside the car, and you're ready to put the new stuff in. It really is that straightforward. So we'll cut straight to me showing kind of all the stuff I took out and all the stuff I put in, and then we'll get the car out on the road and we'll go through what it feels like. Enjoy. Okay, so we're now 2 days on from collection. The weather is finally behaving itself. I mean, the roads are still wet, but the sun's out. It's early on Sunday morning, and the first thing I thought of this morning when I woke up is I'd like to go for a drive. Now, we've been busy, so yesterday I fitted the Numeric shifter and cables because I found on the drive back from Hartech, as I mentioned, you know, the shift was just really letting the car down. It wasn't good enough anymore at all, and I'm happy to report that the Numeric shifter and cables are absolutely spot on. It's exactly what I wanted, which was a kind of a rifle bolt shift action. Oh. Excuse me, sorry about that. But I didn't want anything too short, so I've actually taken the Numeric shifter, and it's got 3 settings on it, and it comes pre-installed in the middle setting. I've actually raised it up, which is not what a lot of people do. A lot of people take the kind of medium setting, or they lower it all the way down, which means like cutting into the carpet to accommodate that. But I've just I've kept it on its tallest setting. It's still a lot shorter than the factory, but I find it's just absolutely perfect. I think if you go too short, you end up putting a lot of effort into the shifts yourself, and that's not what this particular car is going to be all about for me. I actually quite like the fact that this is a pretty effective GT car as well as being a really good sports car, so I don't want to kind of compromise the car too much. This is so much fun now, just changing gear for fun. If you're worried about added NVH, because I was told that if you go for the Numeric cables as well as the shifter, you just get all this kind of extra noise and vibration, because obviously there's stronger, thicker cables, and it's like metal to metal, so there's not like any dampening there like there is with the factory setup. I have to say, I mean, I put on the optional like sound deadening material, and if you cut it in like a spiral, it's actually quite easy, especially under the car. Like once you've got everything fitted up underneath, you can just like wind it on. It's really easy to install, and then inside the car you just put it on before you put the handbrake back on top of the shift cables. Super easy to do. I mean, I don't know what difference they make because I haven't tried it without, but the whole point of this car was like, this is a cable throttle car. The whole point of this is to make it as engaging as an analog experience as possible, and I find that, oh yeah, I can hear a little bit actually, yeah, running through the gears first to third there, but it's not loud. Like if you really listen for it, you can hear your gearbox, but I actually quite like it. It's actually quite nice because it's not intrusive, and it just adds to the experience. And I guess maybe that sound deadening stuff just kind of dampens any vibrations you might get. There's definitely no vibrations or nothing harsh at all. You can just hear, if you listen to it, you've tuned into it, you can just hear your gears. But there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm quite enjoying that. And I took the opportunity to sort of upgrade the the shift knob as well. So, I mean, as much as I love originality, and you know, 99% of the time that's what I'm going for, the 996 shift knob, I mean, I didn't like the feel of it, I didn't like the look of it, not a fan at all. I just think mainly the shape of it was just weird. For me, you can't beat a kind of more of a ball shape, a sphere. So, and I think Porsche realised that as well. So in the later cars, you just got this kind of, you just got that nice kind of round shape rather than this weird kind of alien looking thing that the 996 had. So what I've actually fitted is the shifter from it's actually from a 997 turbo, and then it's got I've got a JF Customs shift boot around it, which is like a really kind of really premium Italian leather. But anyway, enough about that. We've got a nice road now, so I'm just going to enjoy my lovely new engine and my new shift a little bit more. Say, down these country roads in these conditions, I mean, I'm not even gonna go full throttle because there's that much torque now, you know, in these conditions. If the conditions aren't just right, it's not even worth it. But to enjoy the car, I mean, I don't have to. It's just got so much on tap now, and it's still, like I say, it's still so rewarding to kind of wind it out, as it always has been. But my God, it's just so much fun. So much fun. Just that engine, it just feels like it's breathing so much better now as well. You can hear it, you can just hear and feel just how fresh everything is and just how well it's all kind of gelling together. And the results are pretty spectacular. Oh, that shift as well. That shift. What a combination. 1,300 kilos. This thing is agile. The handling's amazing. We've got that power, that torque. And then when you're rowing through the gears, you've just got this bolt action now. Absolutely fantastic. So, and I can't help but think that, like, once everything's properly bedded in as well with the engine, it might be even better. And you know, it's at that point I'll get this car off to JM if he's still interested. Maybe even a couple of other YouTubers as well, just to give you an unbiased opinion of this car. At the moment, I can give you a little flavour, give you a little taste, but it's really not the right time of year to be hooning around in a rear-wheel drive sports car with no... I don't think I've got any drive, I've got ABS, but there's no traction control in here. There's nothing to save us if it goes wrong. And having just poured money into the car, I wouldn't want to bin it straight away, or at all, ever. Oh, that noise. That is addictive. That's so addictive. This is just such an engaging drive, it really is. I'm so happy, it's exactly what I wanted. exactly. Very happy, very happy.